Morning, guys. We'll get started in a minute. I just sent out the link. So once we get more people in here, we'll get started. Just give me a minute. Guys. ASTR looks great. I'm still in this ASTR play. Morning, guys. Good morning. I don't know why this chat's all the way down here. All right. Morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm in ASTR from earlier. At that trend line break that I mentioned to you guys, you could have got in, which was around 113, and then I got in at 108 on the VWAP, but we can clearly see that now it's running. I'm up quite a bit. Up 28% on this one, so this looks good. Definitely have this on your watch list, guys. Everyone should have it on your watch list. It's a no-brainer. It's running. NVOS, this one's going to definitely be on my watch list as well, simply because around 13% yesterday. We're looking at the chart on a larger time frame. It looks great, right? So we can clearly see the $1 was a major area of support. So all we have to do is mark that level there. We have $1. So that simply means that if we break below this 160 level, we will probably pull back all the way down to, what is this level here? Here, 135. So 135 is your next level, right? And then if it goes below that, then it's going to go to that $1 level. So you can just focus on those levels at the moment. But obviously we can see that I do expect this to break the trend line. So in my opinion, I would just focus on playing the upside for this one and expecting breakout, because it's just playing the momentum. I mean, we have the next level here marked out from yesterday's high, 223. I do expect us to get to 223 easily today. So yeah, doesn't mean get in now or buy the stock, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth to have this on your watch list. I like this setup a lot. I know it has some bad news, well, not bad news, but a lot of people are in this play, which isn't always good. However, I would just keep this on watch, because it should be worth playing. So we'll watch real as well, because I like this one yesterday. I traded this very, very well yesterday. What was my entry on this? Let me double check. I got a really nice entry on this on real. I got in at 195 yesterday. We ran all the way to 223. So we can see right now what's happening is it's simply just setting up for another breakout, right? It's holding this $2 psychological level. This new blue line that I've put in here, guys, that you can see is it's just that psychological level. So every blue line like this you'll see is just that psychological level. And then the purple line is obviously where you can look for safe entries. Orange line is where your entry is, key support, and then the yellow is just the high. So that's another level you can watch. PXMD, I like this setup a lot. The volume isn't quite there at the moment. I know it was down 23%. The chart doesn't look great, but if I notice it's finding an area of support and setting up for a technical play, then it'll look pretty good. So it needs to hold 327 and 315. Tenon, what's happening with Tenon? Tenon, I like this setup a lot. So Sabah, I know you asked about this one. I've traded this the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks, however long it's been, and I've been green on every single time I've traded it. Very, very easy trade on this. I got in this at 253 yesterday. I did sell it. before I went to bed, but crazy trade on this. We got in this very early, so we got in around here 253. So I alerted it around like right near open, so we got in here very early, and then we ran all the way up to 470 towards close, which was a great run. Do I expect it to get to 470? Yes. Why? Because it's simply just running and playing the bullish momentum. I tell you guys this every single day for the last week, right? On this setup, you guys know what I say about this play. Look at the trend, guys. Anybody who even is learning how to trade, who's been trading for one day, can tell you that if this is in an uptrend, you buy. If it's in a downtrend, you don't buy, right? So it's very easy. Where is support? Look, guys, it's very simple. Look at the support level. Look, it's been respecting this every time. So where do you expect it to pull back, Zubair? Right back here, right? And then push up, and then right back there. So then all you need to do is just mark that level. So you just go like this, get the tool right here. So what? I expect it probably pull back to around $3, right? That is on a larger time frame. So obviously you'd be waiting a longer time for that to pull back to that level. For me, I'm a day trader, so I like to play the shorter term levels. So my support level would probably be around here, around 320 or 330, sorry. That doesn't mean I'm just gonna enter because that's support, right? I still have to wait and see if it holds that level. And then if it does respect it, and if I can get my other confluences to look for my entry. So just because there's an area of support, I don't expect it to continue to hold this and push to the upside, right? There is that trend line that I had previously, but this was a shorter term trend line support level here, which is 330. So you can see the reason is we have this as support here because we've held back here at 330 all pre-market. And now we're starting to push up. We broke out that falling wedge that I posted. And then now we're trying to go for the high. So all we need to do now is just simply mark the high. So you see how it's 397, just push it up to 4. The reason is because it's better, it's a clearer psychological level. I personally wouldn't be getting it at like 397. I would just wait for it to break above that $4 level. So you get more confidence that it will break above that, right? So just be patient on that. Sub.js, MOTS, I like this setup as well. I'm just going to keep it on my watch list. I'm just going to, I might remove it actually because I have a lot here. So the main reason why I had it on my watch list was because I think it had some news. That's why it ran up here to 729. It obviously didn't hold this level, but we can see now what's happened is that it's found this area of support, right? So $4 is that psychological level. It is trying to set up for a breakout. You can clearly see here we have a falling wedge. You guys know this setup already. Right, so we have this here. So there's the falling wedge. So that means that we do expect price to break above this, right? I've already got 2 confluences with this trade setup. If I was to get in this trade, if this was intraday, I'd probably be looking for an entry soon. The main reason is because look, the first thing is we have a falling wedge. That's bullish, right? That's a bullish reversal pattern indicating that we expect price to push to the upside, right? So that means you want to buy the play. The next thing is that we can see it's holding the psychological level, which is $4. It's pulled back here once, 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. It's respected this very well, right? So that means that it's giving me 2 confluences already, expecting this price to go up. I'll probably wait for another confluence if I was doing to look for a trade on this. That's where you look for, use other indicators and so on to help you look for your entries. But at the moment, it does look good. So yeah, we can probably see if this does break out. But yeah, I personally wouldn't be entering this right now, but it does look pretty good in terms of a setup. These purple tickers I have here on the left hand side, all it is with this is just the blockchain plays. So these, for those who don't know, blockchain plays are just stocks that run with Bitcoin. There's a lot of them. I've just got a handful here, just 5 of them that I like. There's no real reason for them. There's a bunch of them, so for me I just focus on these because these are the ones that I find that will run best. So Mara is usually the front runner on that. Then you have Riot, Hut, Can, and BKKT. So you guys can save this, screenshot it, whatever you need to do. I also post it on my Twitter. But in order for you guys to look at these kind of plays, it's very difficult to trade these simply because if Bitcoin runs, these run. If Bitcoin goes down, they'll go down as well, right? So you kind of have to monitor both at the same time. Even knife early on MA2 has a wedge for me since it was under lower trend line. Yeah, I mean these candles here. This I saw this wedge here. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, that was a harsh sell off there. Big rejection here at 729 though. Looks good though. I mean this level right now looks pretty good. I'll post this on my Twitter so you guys can see. So I mean I expect a breakout on this, so I'll just post that on Twitter to let you guys know. If you do want to grab it, feel free to grab it. I would only take small size. I personally won't be entering it though. AERT, this one's breaking out finally. Like Bile yesterday, I know a lot of you guys were in that with me. We literally had to wait all the way down here to the bottom of the wedge for it to break out. Usually we get it to break around, we normally get it to break around halfway of the wedge, so around this kind of level here. But normally waiting down here, there is usually a bigger move to the upside, right? So for me personally, I do like this setup. I'm definitely have it on my watch list. All I'm going to do right now, actually, because I haven't done it, is just mark levels. So I'm going to put $2 as my area of support. So I'll put this here, right? And then where is the area of resistance? Just mark this wick here, which is 232. So there'll be possible entries. We can see as previous support, now resistance. Then we have this level here. What is this? 258. Excuse me. Then we have all the way up to $3, right? So this looks good. It's moving into open as we speak as well, which is obviously what we want to see. That means that we expect it to continue. But yeah, AERT, this is looking good into open. So I'm just going to mention that for you guys. AERT. I know it was down 18% yesterday, but I don't really focus too much on that. Yeah, so this is looking very good into open. INBS, yeah, I am in INBS. So these are your levels right now. The main reason why this broke, so Hassi mentioned it in the Discord earlier this morning, is that it broke this key daily level here, right? This $1 break here, once it broke this, you can see, if I go to 4 hours so you can see after hours, this was the $1 break. This was the daily candle here. See that break above, and now we can see it's obviously pushed up 39% since that break, right? So this is a very bullish setup at the moment. I do expect continuation. We've pretty much green on all on 30-minute charts, so it looks great. So yeah, I think this looks like a very good setup in terms of a play today. So I'm going to mark off some other levels because I know we need to focus on these next. So we have 165, and then we have this level here, 165, and then all the way to 211. I'll just get these kind of levels at the moment. Don't want to go too high on this, but these are your short-term intraday levels. It's not your levels for the next 2-3 weeks, right? This is what I expect to happen over the course of probably today and the rest of the week. So it looks very good. The fact if this holds $1 into open will be great. Let me just fix some levels out here so we can get some more. So I'm going to mark this $1 and put this blue as I mentioned. This is just referring to the psychological level. 113, I'll move this to 115, that'll be your support. 128 was just this previous high, so that's why I have this in purple, which was the entry point. I'll move that now to 139, which is just a high. So if we're looking at the chart right now, okay, we can clearly see that it's just in an uptrend, right? So still respecting it, looks for possible entries here. It could be possible entries on this. However, we have rejected it once, twice at this 139 level. It needs to hold this trend line to push obviously to the upside on that. ARDX, let me have a look at this. Very low volume on this one, ARDX, it's not my kind of play. This is your level, 413 is what you need. So simply you can see why 413 is the level, right? This purple line. Look, it's been resistance once, twice, 3 times, triple top. This is your net, yeah, so 380 is your support at the moment. You need to go all the way to 413 for me personally to look for an entry on that. Otherwise, trying to get in now is very risky because it's not pushing to the upside as of yet. What's your top setup today? Andy, for me personally, I know people ask me a lot, what is my favorite setup or play? I literally, guys, all I do is I literally just have all my plays here on watch, right? So these are all the setups that I have. All the ones in blue, the one in orange is just under $1. So all these plays in blue are all possible plays that I like, okay, as setups. Which one is my best? I don't have a best one. I don't rank them, okay? They're all pretty much past runners or have some kind of volume that give me possible setups. What happens is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, right? So I have 8 setups, probably into open. Out of these 8, maybe 3 will hold, and then that's where I focus and then go into detail and look for setups. So from these 8, we'll see how many do hold. I don't like to watch 20, 30 plays at a time. It's impossible to trade all of them. What I do is I focus on what holds at open. It gives me a good idea of the strength of the stock. And obviously then that I can identify where I can find my entries on it. So at the moment, there's no real setup. Not ASTR isn't the best one. TNON isn't the worst, but ASTR is probably the strongest setup at the moment, if that's what you're asking. So yeah, I do expect it to break 139. I expect it to go 165. Then you have room to this 211, which looks good on here. So yeah, keep this on watch. It looks nice. Did I miss what you said about Astra? Yeah, ASTRA. I haven't talked about this one. Oh, I haven't talked about this one. ASTRA. I'm assuming you mean ASTR, right? Sully, SOUN. Let me have a look at SOUN. SOUN low volume. It has broken out of this this downtrend. Now we can see, look what's happened, right? So we can see that it's now back in a downtrend. So we're back down in a downtrend now, right? So we need to obviously break above this downtrend to have any sort of entries on this. So now your new support is this orange line. Yellow can just be, which is the bottom here. So this is kind of what I would look at. So 195 is your next level to look for possible entries. Higher risk entries is just simply just this trend line break. So the trend line break here is around 185. Risky entries, safer entries, and then obviously breaks 211, you've got room all the way to 269. So at the moment it's bearish. It's in a downtrend. I wouldn't be looking for an entry. If it does break this 185, great. If it breaks 195, even better. So keep that on watch if you want to. NVOS, let me have a real quick look at what plays are moving at the moment. ASTR, BSG, ASTR, CDNA. CDNA used to run before, didn't it? CDNA is okay. It's not my kind of setup at the moment. Let me have a look at Bitcoin real quick and see how this thing's looking, because I know. Yeah, so Bitcoin is obviously running here. Let's look on the 1 hour. Yeah, so Bitcoin's running. I don't really do technical analysis on crypto, to be honest with you. Just avoid it. I mean, he's got room all the way to 48k, but that's insane. Yeah, I mean, look, we can see it's up 4% today. So yeah, whatever this thing does is what the rest of these plays are going to do, right? Mara, Hut, Riot, Can, BKKT, and the rest. So keep them on watch if you want to. Here's AERT, by the way. It's moving up as we speak. So it's gone since I started speaking about it. I like the setup a lot. It looks very good. I'm expecting this to run. So it's running right now. Possible entries here if you want to, actually. I'd only grab a little bit, but yeah, it looks good. So this is moving up. This is good. Let me just get this. Yeah, so ART looks great on this play. So I would definitely keep this one on watch. 18% yesterday down, but still just keep it on watch in case you need to look for a setup, because this is giving one at the moment. PRSO. Oh, I saw this one ran yesterday, didn't it? PRSO, sub $1. Yeah, 110%, crazy run yesterday. Let me have a look. So all I would do is simply now, right, yesterday's high, just mark that. So if it breaks that level, what do you expect? You expect it to continue to the upside. If it breaks below, you expect it to continue down, right? So right now you can clearly see that it's trading within a range. So 0.3 is your support level, and 0.38 is your high. So this is your levels right now on the 4 hour. If we go to the 15 minute, try and identify what trend's happening. There's no real direction at the moment. I guess you can kind of say it is starting to push to the upside a bit. It's even a bullish pennant, but it's not that clear of one. It's more of a forced technical chart, but this is kind of what it's setting up for at the moment. So I'll post this for you guys to look at. This is a bullish pennant, but it's not that clear, right? The more clearer of a chart it is, it looks better. ART looks good on the daily. I'm gonna watch that thing. PRSO. So this is just a bullish pennant I'll mention on Twitter so you guys can see it. For those who are new as well, also like up the stream, guys, and then subscribe if you haven't. We're posting a video this weekend. TAST, this one's okay. I'm not really interested in it. I'm gonna just move it off my watch list for now. But yeah, just mark that 838 level. So we can clearly see that it is up 20%, which is good. I don't know what news it was. Could be a bullish pennant, but I don't really like the price action on this at the moment. So for me, I'll just kind of avoid this. But if you want to, just keep this on watch. It is a possible setup to look for towards open. So we still do have, what, 30 minutes? So yeah, we still have time for that. AERT. Yeah, AERT is moving. So if anyone grabbed that, let me know. Let me know if anyone grabbed that. Looks good. Daily's got a lot of room. Yeah, look at this. Got a gap fill here to 660. Damn, this thing looks crazy good. There's your gap fill there as well. Nice looking chart on this though. Nice looking chart on that. Bile, this one's a tricky one, guys. To be honest with you, it really didn't respect much of the levels yesterday. I did kind of sneak one in yesterday with this trade. What did I get in at? Did I end up trading it? I don't think I did. Yeah, I ended up trading this. I got in yesterday. Where was it? Around here. I literally got in at the bottom here. I got in 164. So I got in here. What did I play it? Oh, I played it as an area of support. I simply played it like this. So I think I played it. I can't remember how I played it exactly. I think it was on a smaller time frame. But also, if you guys want me to do, I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it for like, say one or two of my alerts. I can share that what I posted in the Discord, and then from basically yesterday, and then show you why I entered the trade, so you guys can understand why I took the trade. So let me know if you want me to do that. I can do one or two of them setups, just show you why I got in the trade or how the trade played out on that. Last Momentos. Which one? Oh, Pearso, maybe. Yeah. Can you please explain how you? I just use limit order and stop loss. That's it. I don't use any trailing stop loss and that kind of stuff. I just keep it very simple. If that's what your question is. With my trades, every single trade I get in, I have a 3 to 5% first target and 3% stop loss on every single trade. If I hit my first target, I sell 50% of my position. I move my stop loss up to around my average. And that's kind of how I trade. So I don't hold for 50, 60% moves, 20, 30% moves. I simply play realistic and trade what's in front of me. I look for 5% moves. If they run, great. If it runs more than 5%, great. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. If I lose on a trade, all I'm losing is 3% on my setups, right? So I'm very simple and easy when I trade. I have a very good risk management strategy in terms of that. CLLS. Let's have a look at this. Very low volume on this, but so CLLS, this is kind of how I would chart this. Just mark the support level, right? So indicate where basically the latest pullback is. We can see that it's in a downtrend. You really need to wait for it. Just wait for the downtrend break, I guess, on this. There's nothing really clear on that at the moment. So CLLS, you just need to wait for this downtrend break. Because at the moment, if we're looking on a smaller time frame, right, it's not even up pre-market at all. 15-minute, no volume at all on this, right? So for me, this is the kind of play I would just avoid unless, you know, there's news coming or whatever. NVOS, what's happening with NVOS? NVOS is slowly moving up. Nothing crazy at the moment on this, but it is starting to get some momentum to the upside, right? So simply looking at what's happened, right, from let's say yesterday. So yesterday, this is yesterday's pre-market, yesterday intraday, this morning's pre-market, and then this is going to be today. So if we're looking at it like this and basing it off yesterday and today, all we need to do is just focus on these levels, right? So what's happened? This has become an area of support, right? Now, what do? We identify the trend. The trend is that obviously it does look like it is trying to push to the upside off support, which is good. It's trying to break this trend line. We can remove that trend line, but we start to mark the key level. So where's the resistance level here? I would mark $2. So remember what I said with the blue color, that's all. This blue one is simply just the psychological level. So it breaks that, then you should expect retest and push to 223, which is the high of yesterday. I expect it to get there today though. I don't know what look at Momentos. I don't know what Momentos is, bro. What is the ticker name? It would help if you gave me, oh, MNTS. What about it? There's nothing really going on with this, to be honest. It's just in a downtrend. I'd wait for $4 on Momentos. Not my kind of setup at the moment. ASTR back to the highs, is it? Yeah. It's about to break this level. It's worth an entry on this in my opinion. Should break this. It should break. It's an ascending triangle. For those who don't know what that is a bullish chart pattern, right? That means that you expect the price to break above this level. So if you want to enter here, it's worth an entry on this. Just make sure you don't trade with crazy size because anything can happen in this market. But I do expect price, probably before I do this, it's going to go. But yeah, I'm in at 108, so I don't really have much left. I wish I didn't sell so much, but it looks good. This looks good, looks good. Literally, all it is just simply playing the momentum. So this looks great on this setup. I like this a lot. Yeah, just expecting this one to break above on this. Pixie, let me have a look at Pixie. And then I'll go over a couple more charts for you guys. Or tickers if you post some, and then I'll head into Discord. I'll go do some live trading. Pixie, what's happening with Pixie? Pixie, you need to break this 815. You need 815. Yeah, you need 815, bro. Breaks that, then you should be alright on that. If you guys want to post a couple more tickers, I'll be in here for another few minutes, and then I'm going to head into the Discord. We have got a lot of new members recently, and we have opened up some more spots. Myself and Hassie opened up some yesterday. So if you want to join, you'll feel free to join. We have some 3-month spots left, and we have just a monthly tier as well. ART, what's up with this? Damn, this thing came straight back down. AVTX, I posted this one on my Twitter as well. There's nothing really clear on this at the moment. There's no real direction, right? So for me personally, all I would do is just wait for 0.115. There's no direction at the moment, right? It's just trading within this range. So I would wait for 0.115, green candle close above, and it should push to the upside on that. ART, oh here, ART, here's ART here. Remove all this. I like this trade. I like this chart. It looks good. 232 candle close above is safe entries on this. Breaks above, then you should be golden on that, in my opinion. So keep this on watch. Bile, like I said with this one, it is still bullish. It's in a bit falling wedge setup that I always take. Lack of volume at the moment. It's very, very strange price action from yesterday. I expected this to run. The fact that it didn't, isn't a great sign. So I would just keep it on watch though, definitely. T-Non, I like this setup a lot. What do I expect on this? I talked about this every single day it runs, every single day it's been running. I can tell you literally from the chart itself. Okay, you can see this. It hasn't had a red day this month. Well, it only started running. So on the 6th, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, it's going to be basically a 3-day run right now. Where do I expect this to pull back to, guys? It's a very, very easy question. You guys can all see this from my chart. It's simply this 330 level, right? If it doesn't hold this, okay, 330, it might go to 321. But yes, I do expect this to run and break the highs of today, or yesterday, sorry. Clearly respecting this level, it's just trading within this range. It needs to break $4 on that. Is Pixie the day? I don't know with Pixie, honestly. I just mentioned 815 is your level on Pixie. PXMD, this one's okay. I mean, it's down 23% yesterday, which isn't great, but it's always good to just keep this one on watch. You have your support level right here, 330. Breaks below that, then 315-ish. Real falling wedge pattern. I traded this very well yesterday. I was very happy with this trade that I took. Expecting this to break above. It ran 24% yesterday. It is a little slow right now, but I do expect this to run. So this should be on everyone's watch list. Keep this on watch. It looks good. NVOS, this one, I like this one a lot as well. I said this and I'll say it again. I do expect it to break the highs of yesterday, 223. ASTR is probably the best setup right now, guys. This is probably the best setup at the moment. So those are my setups at the moment. I will continue to post charts as usual. If you have any questions about charting or anything about the Discord, feel free to ask away. Message me. I'm always active on Twitter. I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. But yeah, I'll continue to post the charts. And once again, thanks a lot for all the support recently on Twitter. We've been growing really fast. You guys are all liking the charts, which is great. I hope you guys are also learning and making some money. So I will catch you guys all tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great Thursday. I know Powell speaks, I think, at 2 hours before market close, so just be wary of that. But yeah, regardless of that, have a great